Hello, how are you? This is Jelly Bling. Today's project is featuring items that are in the new mini catalog. This catalog right here from January until April. And did you know that on page 74 and 75 are items that are carried over from the prior catalog? So they're not in the annual catalog, but Stampin' Up! Still has them available. They're listed here. And then also, here's a picture of the stamp sets. So I thought today would be a great day to kind of feature some of these. Oh, I never even noticed those little sticker things. Those are cute. And that matches. There's a, I'm off track. But there is a little stamp that has that little flower, that little leaf on it that I was just using today. It's here somewhere. Anyhow, so today I would like to feature Perched in a Tree, Very Best Occasion, and the dies to make, I'm looking through here, right there. Kind and Sincere, and this is in the mini catalog. Very Best Occasion is one of the kind of the carryover items. And then of course Perched in a Tree, which I think it kind of focuses more around the holidays, but you can change it. Your Kindness Warms My Heart. That could be for any time of year. And then the bird, did you know, or I'll show you in a minute, there's a little die that you could put leaves on here. And I'm not sure if it's leaves or leaves and flowers, but I'll show you that in a minute. So here are the projects. And then putting any designer paper back behind here kind of sets the tone for the card. So this one, because it doesn't have leaves on it, I'm thinking, it's like right now. I look outside, there's no leaves, but there's a lot of cute birds. Particularly when the sun shines on the hill right behind me, it's loaded with like two different kinds, robins and then like little chickadee birds. And I think that's what this is. Thanks for everything. So that's two different stamps. That is this Kind and Sincere. Thanks. And then all of these words, they could capture just about any greeting you need. So there's that one. And then this one, this is old paper, but I thought it looked like a sunset. And this one I put the leaves on. And I have a story about that in just a minute. But I tried to make the bird bright. And then this paper back behind here, I took a dauber and I swished over the top in Melon Mambo and swished over the bottom in Pumpkin Pie, just to make it look like a sunset, sunrise, sunset. A few of the dots, these are the milky dots, I love those. And then, because I had been doing a lot of coloring, I just put the little freckles in the bottom to match the card. And this one I was trying to go for Happy Valentine's. You're the best ever. And then you make my life happier. Love you, mean it. I like that. And then of course this one, which is a little bit more wintry. But once again, today, the past few days, it has been so cold here. Like in the teens. When does that happen? It's so cold. So I made a fluffy little bird, vellum leaves, and a bow out of the elegant trim, and a few sparkles. And then again, I took the easy way out on the inside, and I used that stamp set again. Kind and Sincere. Thanks for being so kind. And I put in the two different colors, Memento Black and Soft Succulent. This is Smoky Slate and Soft Succulent. Okay, so I have one more to do today. I kind of want to do it like this because I really like that little metallic bow. Okay. So, since I'm thinking about it, and this is on top, this is Simply Elegant trim. And you know, I just looked up the back order list, the inventory supply, and this is on back order. But put it on your list, and you could get it soon. sure it's not on for too long. So I'm doing a little double bow. If ever you think you need to learn how to do double bows, which personally I put on just about everything, I have a video on that, and I could send you the link, or you could scroll back to right when COVID started. That was one of the very first videos I did, because everyone always asked, how do you do a double bow? So it's there, and I go over it like 5 different times, and I go over it really slow. So there's my double bow. Isn't that cute? Okay, done with that. We'll use iridescent rhinestones at the end. Oh, isn't that interesting? From here, they look kind of iridescent. But that side, they're very crystal looking. Not that I'm going to use them upside down. Okay, so pieces here. These 2 are the same size. Like I can't see it. It's white on white. These 2 are the same size. One of them is for the words. See how this one has the words? I want to do a birthday one. So, carry over. So this one, I bought the whole set just because of, with a little more sparkle and a little less stress, let's make Christmas the very best. Sparkle, you know how I like my sparkle. But I love that holly, and I love this little branch, and I love the font. Whole reason I bought it. But now that it's carried over, look at that. There's happy birthday in there. There's thinking of you with love and comfort. I mean, how many times can we use that? So happy birthday, and then, because it's the same font, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. I want to use those. So I'll put one of those, the birthday, on one of these, and then cut it out. Happy birthday. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that font is. It's just nice. Okay, so this one, oh, and the dies. The dies we're using are Something Fancy. Oh, this is my new favorite. It goes with a word set, which I probably should have used. I've got enough going on today. But look at all these shapes, whatever you could want. And on the front of the catalog, they use this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagon over and over. It's cute. This can kind of be a tag topper. This one here could fit right up into there. A little hole. Okay, and seasonal labels and aspen tree dies for the aspen die cut. Okay, so got that ready. Stamped it a little crooked, but that's okay. Okay, so I have that one. This here is from the aspen tree dies, and this is going to cut out the, see these leaves here? And it's just kind of a very abstract looking leaves. So my story about those is I thought, oh, spring. I want flowers on it. You know, like magnolias and cherry trees, how they first get the flowers, and it's all bright and colorful and spring. So I tried to put a lot of colors on it. I'm going to show you what not to do. This is my epic fail. You notice how this is just green. That's where we're going to go today. I'll show you why. Hold on. So that's the die cut. First of all, I wanted all the colors on it. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty, but look how it looks on here. That's ridiculous. Bad. So I thought I need less colors. So I thought, well, just the pink flowers, like the cherry blossoms. I kept not liking it. As soon as I took it off of there, it was like the card looks better. I didn't want it white. I didn't want just green paper. Epic fails. So, we're going to color that with Granny Apple and Garden Green. Going out on a limb here. Because this one is only Granny Apple. But we'll do that in a minute. Okay, this is for the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Chickadee. I looked up chickadee. All the chickadees are brown, maybe a little white. My chickadees, they went and were flying through the rainbow. They have color on them. They're a new variety of chickadee. But I love that sweet little puffy chest bird. Love it. Okay. So, I have Stampin' Spots. I put them away. And watch, it's going to pop up. Maybe. I set it down. It's like one of those, you know those Mexican jumping beans? Okay, so one way, it pops up. The other way, it behaves. It's a special one. It's my Mexican jumping bean. Oh, and I had two different shapes. This one is for the seasonal labels. And this one is for my new favorite one, the fancy. Something fancy. Okay, chickadee. Okay, I'm going to cut out chickadee. Look at that. Look at all these pieces. We are getting there. This is for the branch. 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 Oh, here we go with the Mexican jumping bean. Good. Branch. How's it look with branch and then white flowers? Looks like I forgot something. So this is for this big die, like the hit of the show. Okay, so when you put the die on here, if you're making this card, do your best to have the high point and low point, have it all centered. Because if you put it on crooked, woohoo, if it's great, when you put this on top of your card, the whole card looks crooked. So you have to get this on there straight. And when you're looking at this, it looks like everything's crooked, but just do high point, low point. Here it is. Almost ready to use. And not much more needs to be done with this. Okay, what else? We talked about choice in 2 different words. Oh, and there's this one. Do you see the vellum leaves? That's for my winter, my very cold on a day like today card. Those are cute. Just a different option. Okay. We have die cut everything. Everything. Okay. So, did a bow. Let's get to building this card. Thick white cardstock. Okay. These are inside papers. This just gets attached. Isn't that pretty? That one looked very good behind the... Too busy. Whenever Stampin' Up! Puts stuff that you can buy still from the other catalog. I wonder, is it going to make it into the annual catalog because it was such a good seller? Or are they just giving it a little bit more time? Or maybe they just have too much stock. I don't know. But I always wonder about that. Dimensionals. So just put this layer on. Next is this one goes on top with dimensionals. But because there's so many pieces and it's a little bit fragile, I'm going to add more dimensionals. Because you know what? I could do that. No matter if some people, some friends give me grief, I can do that. I could fill up the whole back with dimensionals, Lori. Okay, that's enough. That should hold it up. And this die-cut white paper is the same size as the Granny Apple designer paper underneath it. I like that. You know what would be cute is if that moose, remember that moose? I probably shouldn't say that because I don't think we could get moose anymore. If Moose was sticking his head out from here, or probably any little critter, not the bird. Hey, hey, no. Okay, we're getting there. I kind of want to color this. So, on a silicone sheet, which is well loved, I'm going to apply a little bit of color so it looks something like this. I might make it darker this time. I don't know, I'm scared. After all those attempts on my fails, all of my flower attempts, see how that would look? Oh, actually, that doesn't look too bad on this one, huh? What do you think? I kind of like the pink. This is just too crazy. This all by itself, that's crazy, but I kind of like the pink. Okay, let me try the green first. Then we'll see what this. Okay, I have garden and Granny Apple. Granny Apple and garden. Okay, this happens every time. I start working in 2 inches of space. Okay, I will start with garden green. And if you want it to be kind of freckled, daub it. If you want it to be a little bit softer, you kind of have to brush it a little bit. Like daubering it and then a little brushing. Like that's soft, that's nice. Okay, I'm leaving room for Granny Apple. Maybe if I make it darker, I'll like it. I don't know. I'm still gun shy from my multiple rainbow colored flowers. And Granny Apple, okay. Okay, let's see how that looks. Kind of liking the pink though. Pink. You know what? The green is a little bit more subtle. But I think I'm going to put a little bit more color on because I don't want it to blend in so well with this background. Yeah, that's crazy. So let me see how much color I have on here still. Okay, 2 colors. Glue dots for the bow. Okay, and then this, because it has the color on it, I'm gonna give it a little rinse. Okay, so we need to do, excuse me, a little bit of coloring with the blends. And I have colors all picked out. Right here. So I have Granite Gray, Lifter, Crumb Cake, Orchid, Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie Dark. Pumpkin Pie Dark is definitely for little beak and Orchid Opulence, which is purple. Orchid Oasis. If any of you have been Stampin' Up! For a long time, you're like, I say that all the time too. There used to be a color called Orchid Opulence. Very different than this. But it just comes out of my mouth. And I'm sure you all notice that all Stampin' Up's colors are like Orchid Oasis, same letter, Crumb Cake, Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie. I wonder if they run out of ideas. Nah, never. Parakeet Party, Granny Apple Green. Is it just Granny Apple or is it Granny Apple Green? What is that? Granny Apple Green. Flirty Flamingo. Smart, clever people. Driving down the street, I can name houses by color. Oh, look at that crumb cake mixed with a little bit of evergreen. Tony's not home, so I turned the thermostat up to 72. I like it. So you can see I'm not really taking the time to blend this well. Just applying color. Okay, crumb cake. Oh, Orchid Light. This one gets a blue eye. All the other ones I just left it white. I like to say that I'm trying to make him a little bit more traditional, what he is in the nature, in the wild. But chickadees are just gray-brown color. They don't have that purple-blue color on them. They're a little bit more simple. I had to Google it. Like, I don't know how to color them. And then to soften it up, color lifter. Okay, there we go. And the branch is going to be granite gray. That's because I turned around and looked at all the trees behind me. The regular trees, the pine trees, are more soft suede. And the trees, the deciduous trees that are just stick, no leaves, they're all kind of a gray color. So granite gray they will be. And this one I don't want to blend too much. There's no need. The bird is going to cover a lot. And sometimes if I take time to put two colors on there, I kind of want you to see them. Okay, let's see how this is looking. This is going to work. There, 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 there. So the branch, oh, I didn't do his feet. They could be in crumb cake. The first time when I was playing with this set, I was having the branch point downward. And his feet didn't hit the branch. It's like 1 foot was up. So it's like, no, the branch has to be facing upward. Oh, and another thing is, see on this die cut, I like it better when I could see more of his feet. Here, I'll show you why. So, there. Okay, see how you could see all that white through there? I don't like that. So I'm going to cut in between his toes so it looks like he's really holding on to the branch. See, that one already looks better. Just a little trimming. See, that's better. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay, so the green leaves, they kind of just disappear in with the background, which I think is okay, because I want the chickadee to stand out. So is it better? There's one without no leaves. I think it's just different. It's just different. This one doesn't have leaves. Not that I would put this one on there. But that one looks kind of good. So that's Mossy Meadow. But we used Garden and Granny Apple. Oh, and that kind of goes with the branch. Cool. Well, okay, there's no wrong. Okay, this is going to go on here. See, it's just sweet, kind of simple. I think once I put the bow on, it's going to be really cute. Okay, so this is going to go on last. This, I'll put it on. If I have the foliage way out to the end, it kind of hangs off. Okay, just more of an angle. Okay, I could do that. Liquid glue. and I like how that kind of fits through there. Okay. More glue. I hear that dog being up. Is he going to come over and say, hey, I want to go to the wilderness? Or is he going to go back and sleep? That boy can sleep like all day long. He's amazing. I was going to glue that down, but it's fine, kind of popped up. Okay, the bird and the words are going to be popped up. Oh, I had to figure out where the bow is going to go. What did I do? Oh, and sparkles. What did I do with that bow? You saw me make it, right? It went on the floor. Okay, so dimensionals, dimensionals, see how his feet, they go right on the branch? Okay, now this goes on with dimensionals. Kind of don't want to cover up his feet. They're really cute. I think I need to, though. Happy birthday, right in the middle. There, and I could see a little bit of his feet. Okay. And this is going to go just like that. But one of these little legs gets pushed in the glue dot. Happy birthday! That's so cute. I know it's kind of covering that. That's okay. And you know how I am about making sure it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so the front is almost done, other than a little sparkle. So there's small, medium, large. I think I'm going to do, I'll do 3 of them. Cool, that's cute. 1, 2. No, then he's like he's poofing sparkles. I mean, I poof sparkles. But not the chickadee. I know what chickadees do. I see their leftover down there by the marina. Okay, so there's the outside. Okay, granny apple green, kind of my favorite. Okay, so for the inside. This one might be my favorite. I like it because I like granny apple. It's kind of simple though. Okay, inside, chickadee. I don't want to put more green leaves. Maybe I'll just have this at the bottom, because I don't want to do more of those leaves. Right at the bottom. Okay. Then, bird. You know what though? I didn't put it at the angle. His feet. Well. Okay. And then the words. There's really cute words. Right here. Sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. I love this font. Oh, nice. Okay, because I put a gold, okay, this is like really curling up here. Before it dries in the glue, that one could curl up, but this one I want it down a little bit. Happy birthday. We'll see if this will hold it. If not, it's not that far off. Okay, dry. Oh, I want to do those splatter things. So in this stamp set, see how there's a thick splatter and then a little freckled splatter? I want to use those. I used them in one of the cards. I want to do it like this. So this one has Smoky Slate, full strength stamped off, and then Soft Succulent, full strength stamped off. So I want to do Crumb Cake, pretending like it's the gold, and, ooh, because I put 2 leaf colors on there, Granny Apple, or Garden and Granny Apple. Okay. How about if we start with Crumb Cake? Okay, does it make you cringe that I'm stamping and letting it get on the green border? You know I'm going to flip it over, right? But at least you can see the perimeter. I have a plan. Because if it was white on white, it wouldn't be easy to see. Okay, so garden green, and Granny Apple. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Whew. Okay. I think that's too dark. I should have stamped it off. Okay, Magic TV. Look at that. Color just the same as the front. Okay. So in the comments, I'd love to know which one you like the best. If you like Granny Apple one, or here, I'll get them all over here. And is it just the background color you like, or is it the layout? So Granny Apple is this one. mossy meadow with no leaves, bluebird, or, okay, I kind of, maybe this is my favorite. Oh, I didn't put the sparkle. I did put sparkle on there. Or the sunset, the Valentine's Day bird. Look at that chickadee. He jumped in a pool of paint. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. I'd like to know what you like. I hope you have a great day. Bye.